All right, so that was a pretty interesting trade, kind of come out of nowhere. It was pointed out by several of the members this morning. Shy and a few other folks pointed this OKLO out, and I happened to was looking to get into it for a trade for next week when I noticed the unusual option activity on next week's out of the money calls. When it was trading around $72, the 75s were trading very heavy volume. So I took them. I don't usually take out of the money calls. That was very rare, but I did. I called it out. I pointed it out to everybody, and in the money calls would have worked as well. But the ROI on the out of the monies was very high. Again, I get in at 375. I get out at between 520 and 550. That's pretty nice. Whoops, didn't have my mic on. I was saying this OKLO is quite a nice trade. I was looking to get in for a trade for next week with in the money calls, and when I happened to look at my trading platform, I noticed that there was a whole bunch of out of the money calls next week, 75s. I mean a huge amount, like 9,000 calls went off. So I took some, and that's what this trade was about. Again, in the money calls would have worked well as well. I took the out of money just to basically mimic the unusual option activity. And again, I get in at 375 and I get out at between 520 and 550 in a pretty quick move here, just in about 20 minutes or so. So, kind of come out of the blue that trade. Morning, Heaven. Good morning. We had a big trade in OKLO here this morning off of unusual option activity. It's kind of just drifting down here. Obviously, there's going to be some big profit taking on this move. We had a big move this morning, right up, and then compressed. Now it's moved back up and is trying to compress again. LUV, Ari's called out. This is getting clobbered here this morning. Southwest Airlines, American Airlines get clobbered on the on earnings, but it has bounced off of the low. And the market is green here now. The market's at about SPY up 0.23%. New all-time high right here again. So that was a nice little trade. Kind of coming out of the blue. Dell up nicely here today, up a little over 1%. My DGX not really. I don't know what this thing's doing. It's back down to the 100-day moving average now. I don't know. I've got these are August puts that I've got on it, and VST is not doing anything at all. Still trading right at this support level. But these VST expires tomorrow. And again, I did a call debit spread on it. Went against me. I bought back the puts. I bought back the calls, the short calls. So I just have straight calls on it right now, but it's not looking too well. MBL was a nice trade. We get time spread. We took them to 15 cents. I sold them for 20 cents this morning. 33%. Ari pointing out Bitcoin starting to show some strength with the market. Yeah, bouncing back up. I bet it's green now. The coin's still red, but trying to bounce a little bit. Mara's still down a little bit. And Riot up a little bit. SPY just kind of creeping up here. Pretty small candles. Decent little move here though when the momentum went up, turned blue above the VWAP. This would have been actually a pretty decent entry for a quick SPY super system trade. Very choppy here today though. Palantir grinding up. Apple not doing too much. Tesla pulled back pretty hard this morning. Just kind of compressing right now, still below the VWAP. Had earnings last night, the numbers weren't good. This Dell pushing up. Google up nicely this morning on earnings, and now coming back and just compressing here. And again, I do have a Lockheed Martin strangle on 425 and 427.50 right now, just kind of moving sideways, compressing. Doesn't really help me at all when it does that. There's Las Vegas Sands bouncing up here. Been pretty strong this morning on earnings, but pulled right back and just not really doing too much here right now. Again, I'll keep my eye on OKLO. I'm out of it right now. Q's now green for the day. SPY green for the day by about 0.2%. SPY Q's green by about 0.2% as well. Oil stocks doing decently. ExxonMobil up today about 0.5%. JP Morgan up nicely today. This one we talked about in the room a couple of days ago. A very nice move here in JPM. Still moving up, still looks good. Nvidia also with a PBO here on Nvidia. Nice little PBO on Nvidia right there. Goes right back, curling back up again. Earnings on the 27th. Weak stock CNC coming back onto the weak stock scan here, down today about 5%. After it bounced up yesterday, had to take my loss on it. Dow down pretty hard this morning on earnings. Dow Incorporated Chemicals. Mattel down hard this morning. Almost 12% on Mattel down. Harry pointing out N and E is very strong. Yeah, I mean, that's in the exact same category as OKLO. OKLO is up 12.5%. N and E is up 6.5% right now. SMR is up 6.8%. All of those nuclear stocks are doing really, really well. Pulling back just a bit here now. OKLO starting to bounce here now off the 15. I was just watching here. I'm not going back into OKLO yet. N&E that Ari just pointed out is another nice one. I'm not gonna. It's kind of a chase here though now. I would have to wait for it to pull back. SMR also another nuclear looking really good here. These small nuclear power plants for the AI type businesses is really very strong right now. OKLO is in the same group. But again, I would wait for a pullback on all of these right now. I'm not going to chase any of them. Straddle Strangle on Love, Alexander. I mean, it potentially you can, yeah. It's trading around 33 bucks. Let's see what the ATR is on that. Yeah, the ATR is not bad. It's about a little over $1. Let's see what the 33 are going for. Did you look at them yet to see what the Strangle's going for, or the Straddle? let's see, 32.88. Another one with unusual option activity on the 36.50 calls. Kind of a, I don't know if somebody's selling those or if they're buying the 10,000 contracts and 36.50 calls on LUV, which right now are trading no bid by a penny. So I don't know what the heck that's all about. Anyway, looking at straddle or strangle on this thing, is going for right now about 32.80. If it goes to 32.75, then you can take a $33 call and a 32.50 put, right? And that's going to be about 80 cents. 80 cents with a 25 cents. And so it's going to be pretty much, yeah, it's not a bad trade. It's not a great trade. It's you're going to be paying a little too much for the actual contracts, I think. But it's going to be right around the ATR. I'm not going to do it, but. All right, let's see if we get some more questions here. Jeff would say it's a nice rejection of CNC off the 8 today. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I looked at that. I wished I had next week's puts on it when I did it yesterday. I wouldn't have had to get out, but it looks like a rejection off the 8. Yeah, absolutely it does. The problem here with CNC is it's got earnings tomorrow, so you can't trade it. You know, you can trade it, but you shouldn't be trading it. It's got earnings tomorrow. Okay, hello, bouncing again. Yeah, I saw it. I'm not going to chase into it again here, right, though. There's 4,000 volumes in the 80 call for OKLO too. Yeah, it's quite a bit. We took the 425 straddle. Look away, do some other stuff, look at the stuff, and it's 425. You did this, that you're talking about Lockheed Martin's, right? Roger, WFC, take a look. Wells Fargo. Yeah, the banks are pretty nice here. Wells Fargo looks good. JP Morgan looks good. I like JP Morgan better. I like the chart better, but both of those are good. Goldman Sachs also is a very nice setup on Goldman Sachs here, but it's expensive, $724. Morgan Stanley also is a nice setup. Almost all these banks are very nice setups right now. NNE still moving up here. SMR still moving up here. SPY pulling back to the 15. Triple Q is also trying to come back just a bit. This is okay, although again, I'm not going into the Ken right yet. You get till tomorrow on Lockheed Martin. Yeah, I'm in Lockheed Martin too. Again, I got the 420. I got the 425 puts and the 427.50 calls. So just slightly in the money on the 425 puts. Right, well, slightly out of the money, but 4 cents. But yeah, we'll see what it does. I had a really good win on that the other day. So we'll see what happens here. So I'm just watching here right now. I took that OKLO out of that for a nice profit. I did take a Lockheed Martin strangle, 425 put, 427.50 call. 425 puts are in the money now. I paid 447 for it, which I thought was pretty cheap actually. And then Lockheed Martin's coming down now after moving up here. Get killed on earnings, bounce back. I took it that day, I think, and got good profits on Lockheed Martin, but right now I'm just sitting in here at the 425 puts and see what they do. See what it's going for right now. Yeah, it's still going for about 412, so it's still below. I'm still underwater on it by just a bit. Looking at Lockheed Martin to see what kind of support level it might have. Again, it's still up for the day by $4, but it's coming down. Opened this morning at about 420, about 420. So that's likely to be the support area on it. Thoughts on doing another ad on Dell? Um, I don't think I'm going to push anymore. And it's actually not a bad idea. It's got 129.27 as a resistance level here. This is the problem. I got a couple of horizontal resistance lines. 129.27, 131.06. 131.06 would likely get us profitable, but I'm not going to add anymore. I'm going to hold off. I did add some in the pullback, and we'll see where they go. Right now, let's see. It's trading at. Dell. Trading at 665, and I think I added the Summit. 760, I think. So I'm still down about 9 cents. I'm not going to add anymore. I don't think. I put a sell order in Lockheed Martin at 547. That'd be a buck above what I paid for it. Not sure it'll get there, but get till tomorrow. DGX is pulling back in. Now this DGX, this price action on DGX is really crazy. Big green candle, big red candle, bearish engulfing candle, popped back up to the 8 yesterday, gapped way up here this morning above the 50, right back down to the 8 again. I don't know what this thing is doing. I'm staying short. I've got August expirations on these things on DGX. I got August 15th expirations on these puts, and so we'll see. I've got quite a bit of time. Sell price on Lockheed Martin 547 on if you took the same one I did. If you took the one that, in other words, I'm just setting a price $1 above what I paid for it, because I don't want to wait too long. If I get filled on it today, I'll be happy because it expires tomorrow. So I have limited time on this thing, and I'd like to see it keep going down. I don't know that it will. Um, on the VST trade, yeah. If you didn't see the you didn't see the buyback of the puts, I mean the calls, the 212.50 calls. That don't worry about it. Just leave it on as it is, because it's going to have to really. I just took it off because it was cheap yesterday to do it, and I took the cap off so I wouldn't have any upside. I wouldn't have any upside cap on profits if it moved up past 212.50. I don't think it's going to happen. So I think for you at this point, I would say just leave it the way it is, because if it moves back up and gets up that, you'll do better than me, because I increased my potential loss by $33 a contract when I bought back the 212.50 calls. very it's choppy here market. You're just moving sideways. Triple Qs also. NNE pulling back. OKLO also pulling back. SMR again. They're running out of steam a little bit here, which is why I didn't want to try it again. The 5-minute volume was dropping off. I'm not going to mess with them. Oh, 20 minutes to 12. Right, just gonna look around for any more trades to take here. It's not a great day for trading the SPY super system off of the indexes. Tesla just moving sideways. Again, I get a strangle on the Lockheed Martin. I wanted to see coming. I'd like to see. I got 425 put, so I'd like to see it come down further. If it heads back up again, the premiums are gonna get eaten away as it moves back up toward the 427.50 level. Can I repeat the sell price of Lockheed Martin? Yeah, I'm doing it. I got a 547 in there, Ari. I just put it $1 above what I paid for it. Oh, I already answered it. Okay, sorry. I just saw the question. Sometimes they pop up on my screen on Teams, and then I'll go back and look at them. And if I hadn't actually clicked on it, it looks like it's a new question. So, sorry. I'd rather answer it twice than not answer it at all. Ah. Talking to JJ, they're an hour ahead of us down there, so he's going to lunch with Marcia and her father. Her father likes to eat early, he said. But I told him I took a trade of this thing trade, and I said it based on UOA, which is unusual option activity, which everybody knows. So it was a nice trade. I get in at 375, 375. I got out at 550 about 10 minutes later. But anyway, so he says, "What's unusual option activity?" I said, "You don't know." I said, "It's UOA. It's unusual option activity." He says, "I'm glad you're up with the new acronyms." I said, "New? That thing's been around a long time." I said, "Get with it, old man."
Well, what's he doing with himself?
I don't. He was in the room this morning
Oh,
for a while.
they've been there a while.
For a long time, like a month.
She loves seeing her family.
And he's always saying, I gotta get serious about this trading." Say, well, you keep saying you want to get serious about the trading, but I don't see you doing any.
You know,
It's hard for him. He had that trading off of with
Yeah.
that prop firm that he was in, and they all had some structure as far as how the trades are concerned. And for him to get in and actually try to figure these things out on the fly, it's really foreign to him. And he's been doing this a long time.
Yeah. Except he's that long.
Suzanne, AMD strong. Thoughts on a long? Yeah, let me show you. We'll see what I see. I saw that this morning. All of the semi stocks are really strong. Um, Looking pretty good. This is a pretty nice setup in AMD. There's my resistance, 162.56. It just got above there. Next one, 166.43. Then 173.14. But it's a nice PBO right here. Here's NVIDIA. Looks very similar. NVIDIA looks good. AVGO took a big prop the other day off of earnings on I think it was Marvel. Yeah, but they all look pretty good. But AMD looks nice. AMD looks nice. Earnings on 8/5, by the way. Next, 5th of August. So not next week, but the week after that. NVIDIA not till 8/27. You're welcome, Suzanne. It's wrapped a pretty weak today. SPY not doing much here. You see, we're getting compression right here at the 15, but our momentum is down, and it's down quite a bit. So I would be careful here on I'm trying to trade any kind of a bounce off of this. T2104 again, really flat today. It's actually slightly bearish right now. Lockheed Martin bouncing. KLO not doing much of anything now. Again, the excitement's over for the time being. All right, I'll be right back. out today a little bit.
Man, oh man, a shivets. It is warm out there.
I don't want to pace yourself.
Really?
So you don't go up to work tonight
No, no.
exhausted before you leave.
No, no,
Your back tells you. You know, rest your back before you go.
I have been. Not yet. The mail. Exciting.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Apparently, Republicans don't care about that. In fact, they prefer to have this
Yeah, it's not.
unresolved.
I think I'll go here.
All right, see if we get any questions here. It's coming up on 2 minutes to 12. Nothing there. Ryan, you missed your exit on MP. And hanging on to it. Earnings on the 7th. Let me get my daily chart up here. Yeah, it's been staying above the 8. It still looks fine to me. Oh, it expires tomorrow. Relative weakness today. Yeah, it's down a little bit today. Trying to decide when to cut it loose. Well, I don't know what your strike is on it. I don't know how much premium you've got in your options right now. So I don't know. It's hard for me to tell you what to do here because I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you can get out of it if you sell it right now. It's weak a little bit today, but it's not terribly weak. It is below the VWAP right now, but you know it moved up this morning, get up to about 62.07, trading at 60.55 right now. It's just a matter of how much you can get out of it. 57 strike, so you got $3 of $3.57 of intrinsic value in it. I don't know what you paid for it and how much you're underwater. You know, I the way the market is right now with this setup with this, I'd be tempted to hold it through the day and see what it looks like toward the end of the day. Again, you're in a crapshoot now. This is going to be a binary trade for you. It could pull back to the 8, which is down around $57, or it could bounce right up above yesterday's high and move back up to $65. So I can't tell you what to do with it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I'm not sure what I would do if I was in it right now. If it was above the VWAP, I'd hold it for a pop on the open. Well, but you above the VWAP on the 5-minute chart, but you don't know where it's going to be this afternoon. I mean, if you're going to cut it, probably a good place to cut it right now, so you don't get any more time decay on what's the out of the money portion of your premiums. And it does have relative weakness today, so if that's what you're looking at, then yeah, I'd go ahead and cut it right now. And you know, if it bounces back up above it, it bounces back above it. But it is definitely has relative weakness to the market right now. You know, and I'm looking at my T2104 right now too, which by the way is turning slightly bearish. So again, I'm kind of staying away from any more longs right now. Lockheed Martin coming down, that's good. SPY pulling down again. I cautioned that the momentum here is very, very weak in the SPY. Even though it turned blue here, it was just barely over 20. This is a very weak momentum. I would be leaning to the short side now, trying to find something to perhaps play a short-term, an intraday short on today right now. I'd like to see DGX come down. It has come down quite a bit, but not enough. And VST is probably going to be a complete waste for me. Expires tomorrow. The Lockheed Martin at 422 right now. So what's my Lockheed Martin doing? Trading at 457 right now. So I'm up just a little bit on it right now. I've got a sell order at 547. I'm about a dime on it. Market getting a little bearish here. I'm going to look for some bearish intraday trade for today. See what I can find. I'm doing a put debit spread expiring tomorrow on ISRG 490, 485, 490, 485. Again, not going to alert on this one. I'm very speculative again, but this is ISRG, call debit spread. I'm sorry, put debit spread. All right, so you buy the July 25 490 puts, and you sell the July 25th 485 puts. Okay, put debit spread, buy the July 25th 490s, selling the July 25th 485s. Should be able to do it for about $1.70 or so, about $1.70, $1.70 to $1.75, and it's a $5 spread. So, you know, 250 is the midpoint. $1.70, $1.75 is pretty good. It's out of the money right now. It's trading at 491.06. It's got resistance down at 485. So that's why I structured it like that. It needs to stay below 491.86. I don't know how good this one's going to be, but I did take the ISRG put debit spread. Lockheed Martin just dumped here, and I was able to get filled. I get more than I actually asked for. Where's my fill here? Lockheed Martin. Credit there. Yeah, I got out for about 550. So I'm out of Lockheed Martin for this Strangler and Lockheed Martin. Took profits on the Strangler and Lockheed Martin. Yep. If I thought it coming in so fast, I would have tried to adjust my sell order on it. But it's coming in pretty hard right now. The market's weak. Again, I just took an ISRG put debit spread. We'll see how this works out. I had a call debit spread on VST. That didn't work out so well. So we'll see how this ISRG works on a put debit spread. Lockheed Martin worked out pretty nicely. I took my profits on it already. Made it about $1.05 per contract on it. He's trying to bounce a little bit already. I'm happy with the profits. I mean, it could keep going down, but again, tomorrow it expires tomorrow. I'm happy to take the profit off of that. And I did take an ISRG put debit spread. Put debit spread 490, 485. SPY coming down to the VWAP here. Again, I'm intraday right now. I'm bearish on the market. The T2104 is telling me market internals are bearish here right now. That's why I took the ISRG put debit spread. Disruptor is also fairly bearish, but I'm not going to touch that one right now. I've had enough trouble with that in the past. More from Dell. Dell's holding up pretty well today, up almost a full percent right now. At 425 didn't fill. It looks for 40 more cents. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're in the straddle on that one, right, Sarang? You're in the straddle, the 425 straddle. Yeah, I mean, it took a pretty big drop down there. It put in a hammer bar right here at the low, which is a little bit of a concern for it to bounce back up. There's this ISRG coming in. Very weak day in ISRG. You can see the grind down here in ISRG, just grinding down all day long. I got some support on it at 485 and change. I'll probably take profits if I can on it this afternoon. It's trading at 208 right now. We're in the money on the 490 now. I'm going to put a sell order at 250 for ISRG, 250. See what kind of a move we can get in ISRG. Lockheed Martin's coming back down again. Spy trying to bounce. Oops. Spy trying to bounce Trish a bit here. I'm going to take a break here and get some lunch. So I'm going to go ahead and close down the YouTube feed. Thank you very much, everybody, in YouTube for being here today. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing some of you folks in the room here soon. And have a great afternoon. We'll see everybody in YouTube on Friday. Be in here.